Hi, this is the Ivy League astrologer with the April 2015 reading for Capricorn, for Vedic Capricorns. Please do take the time to do your chart calculator for your Vedic signs because they are different than Western signs. So it's worth taking a look. And the houses are different too, and I think the house positions are important for these readings as well. So yeah, I would watch for, if you're so inclined, I would watch for the house that your sun is in, or the house that your moon is in, if you have any particularly really heavy houses, and or the house that your atmakaraka is in. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. To me, it feels like there's an issue that you can't kind of leave or resolve that is at play this month. Something that's disappointing, but that you're still bound to. Yeah, just an old hurt that you're not able to leave because it just doesn't feel fully, it doesn't feel right to you. It doesn't feel fully resolved. It doesn't feel, you don't have closure about it. Because the way that you see things is not being validated, I think, by the other party or parties in the matter. And you keep trying, I feel like, and I feel like you, you feel like you keep hitting a brick wall. But I think this month, actually, there's a chance for you to kind of make a breakthrough into someone else's consciousness about this old issue. Where I feel like somehow the way you say something makes them see how it really is, or at least how it is for you. But I feel like I'm with how it really is, And I feel like they may still kind of refuse this knowledge, or they may not respond. They may not let you know that you've kind of broken through, but I feel like what you say has entered their space in a way that they would not allow it before. Even though they're not really, they still don't want it, because it makes them reflect negatively on themselves and on the past. But and I think it's just kind of a bummer for them, They don't really want to think about it. But I think that the universe or whatever, I feel like it's time for them to think about it. So that's why it's able to kind of break through this month. And again, I don't see them making any overtures to you about it or really even telling you that you're right in a way. I feel like it may be more of a matter of just making them reconsider the way that they have been configuring the past, the story that they've been telling themselves, and maybe take a somewhat wiser angle on it. Yeah, I think it's knitting together a different story for them, where they can finally see your perspective rather than just their own. And the things that you wanted, and that you wanted together, the things that you wanted for either the group, or like the team as a whole. And how they were maybe only concerned with their stuff. And it could just be that, the two of you were in very different places and had very different priorities. But it feels like you wanted something sort of unselfish for the two of you, or for a team, for a group, for a whole. And they were pursuing something that was really just for them. And they may see that for the first time this month. And see sort of the collateral damage that has caused. Even though I feel like that damage is kind of, well, Yeah, I think they just may see how they have left you out in the cold a bit to navigate things on your own. And how kind of having an eye on only one element of the story or of the relationship has left this whole other thing kind of undealt with. So, yeah. I feel like it kind of shines a light into their depths for them, which is needed and useful. And I feel like they kind of want to heal it, but they're not saying anything. You know, it's like they are reaching out to you with more tenderness, like internally or mentally, but they're not ready to bring that to the surface just yet. Because it would undo some other stuff that they've got in the works, or some other commitments they've made or promises they've made. So it's like instead they're just like maintaining this separation or something, or allowing themselves to be changed, but still allowing you to be hurt or something. Or like not protecting you. It's like they're taking the blow, but they're not coming to your aid, you know, even though they are more sympathetic to you or something. So I think it's more about an internal change for them that I think is going to lead to some positive changes eventually, but you may not see that this month. Yeah. It feels like that you're the catalyst for an internal process for someone else, and that's going to be, yeah, kind of what's going on. And you, in the meanwhile, this may disturb your stability because you may be waiting for an answer from this person, you know, like you don't, you know, it's like they're not telling you about all this stuff that's going on for them. So you're just sort of like left hanging, and your sense of security is disturbed by it somehow. And I think you wish, yeah. But I think that there is a renewal here. For this person, for the other person involved. Like it's going to jog them back to their senses somehow, you know? It's going to like put them back into touch with themselves in a way that is strong. It's like rejuvenating. It's like youthfulnizing. That's really not a word, but yeah, but it's rejuvenating basically means that. But yeah, it is like bringing them back to their strength and also to a sense of youthfulness and getting their feet more firmly on the ground. So it's like you provide a service to someone this month, basically, sort of unwittingly, that I think is going to pay off for you and play out in the long run, but you may not see the effects of that this month. Because it still feels like they're pulled to do some other things right now, but that this renewal is positive for them, but it's also positive for you because it's going to open things up and free things up for you. And that will be in different ways for different people, you know. But, I mean, it could be like getting back together with someone. It could be like having people stop talking about you, that, you know, if you have a weird thing with someone. But it feels like this rejuvenation comes full circle. It's for this other person, but it splashes back to you too. And it's positive for you as well. But you may kind of have to wait to see the results of that. So, yeah. Let's see if there's any other cards that want to come out for you, Vedic Capricorns, this month. So I've been having a ton of cards, and this one was a shorter one. Yeah, I think this has to do with a past relationship for a lot of people. It could be friendship, could be business commitment, you know, but it looks like something that went awry and where that person has been like running around willy-nilly, sort of like acting like they know what they're doing and not at all in the right, you know. I rarely talk about being in the right or not because it's such a subjective thing, but it feels like this person has been really, their sense of morality has been really turned upside down somehow. Or they really have been acting in a very self-interested way without a real view to what is good for you or what's good for other people around them. Yeah, so again, I see that you may not see these changes this month. I feel like it's just being set up kind of behind your back, you know? Like, but I feel like you're not, or at least your goal is to not super worry about it, you know? Like, I feel like you're kind of like, you know what? I said my piece, I did my thing, and here I stand, here I sit, this is where I am, you know? And I think that that strength of mind, that singleness of purpose is healthy for you and is going to help you reap rewards, you know, reap internal rewards from having kind of done this work to overcome this yuckiness with this person who's been misguided, you know, and also I think it's going to help move you forward into your future in the way that you want, you know, because I feel like you have dug deep to kind of unearth, you know, your stuff, you know, and what has happened between the two of you. I feel like you've evaluated what's happened between the two people, the two parties, and have really come to like a very correct conclusion about it. And I feel like that's going to help move you forward. And this person is kind of just catching up, but may need a little more time to really get there. So yeah, that's what I see for April 2015 for Vedic Capricorns. I hope that's helpful. And please do get in touch if you'd like a personal reading. My email address is theivyleagueastrologer@gmail.com. And my information is down below. Thanks. Bye.